Hi, Kathryn Smith here with another tip from Gertie, the subject of my book, The Fabulous Life of Gertrude Sanford Legendre, Heiress, Explorer, Socialite, Spy. Now, as I've told you before, Gertie was a POW of the Germans for 6 months at the end of World War II. And during a long part of that time, she was housed with a bunch of retired French generals and colonels from the First World War and Charles de Gaulle's sister in an old hotel on the Rhine River. Now, one night, trying to liven things up a bit, she tried a parlor trick that she had done as a child that involved a simple glass of water. I'm not going to try to do what she did, but I'm going to read you her description. Struck with a sudden inspiration, I bet I could balance a glass of water on my forehead, lie flat on the floor, and rise to my feet again without spilling a drop or touching my hands to the floor or the glass. Think about that. I removed my tunic and placed a tumbler of water on my forehead. It was a trick of my childhood, and somehow I still possess the control and equilibrium to perform it. I went through the act and triumphantly regained my feet without losing a drop of water. I found myself surrounded and applauded. Austerity melted from the atmosphere, and several of the younger and more enterprising men crowded in to try the trick. Well, apparently they didn't do nearly as well as Gertie did, and a lot of people got wet that night. So, try this at home. I'd like to know if anyone succeeds. Meanwhile, get my book, Gertie, available at eveningpostbooks.com. That's evepostbooks.com. Or from your local bookseller, or there are Kindle editions available you know where. But your bookseller should be able to get you the book in a couple of days without much trouble. Meanwhile, stay dry. See you tomorrow.